Nobody is going to tell you this during your job search. Not the company that rejected you, not the recruiter who never responded, not the career center that told you to polish your LinkedIn. And honestly, most people in the hiring industry would rather you never found out, because the moment job seekers understand what is actually happening to their applications, the whole illusion of the hiring process falls apart. Here is what is really going on. You are not competing against other candidates the way you think you are. Before your resume ever reaches a human being, it goes through an automated filter system that makes the first cut entirely on its own. This system is called an applicant tracking system, and it is used by virtually every company that receives a meaningful number of applications. It scans your resume and compares it word by word against the job posting. It assigns you a score based purely on how closely your language matches theirs, and if your score does not clear the threshold, it rejects you automatically. No human reviews that decision. No one overrides it. No one even sees your resume. You just get eliminated before the real competition even begins. The reason this matters so much is that the system is making these decisions based on something completely within your control and something that most job seekers have never been told to pay attention to. It is not scoring you on your experience. It is not scoring you on your accomplishments. It is scoring you on whether the specific words you chose to describe your experience match the specific words the employer used in their job posting, and if those words do not align closely enough, it does not matter how impressive the experience itself actually is. Now, before I go any further, I want to tell you about Reventt, because it is the fastest way to fix everything I'm about to explain. Reventt is a resume builder where you paste any job description, and it automatically rewrites your entire resume to match the exact language needed to get past the filter system. Every section, every bullet point, rewritten in seconds to match that specific role. Not a generic resume, a fully tailored one built specifically to pass the filters for that exact job. And it also gives you an instant resume score that tells you exactly what percentage match your resume is to the job description you're applying for. So before you even hit submit, you know whether your resume has a high chance of passing the filters or whether it is going to get rejected automatically. No more guessing, no more applying blind. You know your odds before you apply. The link is in the description. Now let me show you exactly why this changes everything. Think about the last job you applied to and never heard back from. Chances are extremely high that your resume was rejected within the first few seconds of submission. Not because you were unqualified, not because someone looked at your background and decided you were not a fit, but because a piece of software scanned your resume, compared it to the job posting, found that the language did not match closely enough, and filtered you out before any human being ever had the chance to disagree with that decision. Your qualifications never got evaluated, your experience never got considered. The filter system just moved on, and you never found out why. And here is the part that makes people genuinely angry when they realize it. The candidates who are getting interviews right now are not always the most qualified people who applied. They are the people whose resumes happen to use language that scored well against the job posting, sometimes by design, sometimes by accident. But the filter system does not know the difference, and it does not care. It rewards keyword alignment above everything else. Which means someone with a less impressive background but a better keyword match will consistently beat out someone with stronger credentials whose resume used different terminology to describe the same skills. This is why people who are objectively excellent candidates send out hundreds of applications and hear nothing, while people they would outperform in any interview are getting called in. It is not merit, it is not fairness, it is a keyword matching algorithm making consequential decisions about people's careers with zero human judgment involved, and the only way to beat it is to understand it and use it to your advantage. The way you use it to your advantage is simple. Once you know what you are dealing with, every resume you submit needs to be written in the exact language of the job posting you are applying to. Your summary needs to mirror the employer's own description of what they are looking for. Your bullet points need to use their exact phrases and keywords rather than your own words for the same concepts, and your skills section needs to reflect exactly what they listed. Now, I know what you are thinking. Doing all of this for every single application sounds exhausting, and it is if you are doing it manually. Most people spend an hour properly tailoring one resume. If you are applying to many jobs, that is a lot of time spent working every single week just rewriting the same resume over and over. This is exactly why Reventt exists. Paste the job description, get a fully tailored resume in seconds, and apply knowing your resume has the best possible chance of making it past the filters. The people getting interviews are not more qualified than you. They are just submitting resumes that the filter system approves. Reventt makes sure yours is one of them. Link is in the description. Stop letting a filter decide your future.